I'm joined by Richard Weitz. He's a senior fellow and director of the Center for Political Military Analysis at the Hudson Institute. That's a conservative think tank here in Washington. Well, you heard Senator John McCain and a number of other lawmakers saying he should just scrap this, cancel the summit. What does this do for this relationship, which was already pretty fractured beforehand, these indictments coming out just days before the Helsinki summit?
Right. The timing is awkward, but it's something we've already knew about in the sense it's been verified in the intelligence community, and it was just this we now know specific individuals who was involved. But this is a general backdrop of the relationship, but to all appearances, it'll affect what they talk about at the summit, but not that there will be a summit. That question has been settled. So
the two of them are going to get together. What do you suspect Vladimir Putin's going to say to Donald Trump? What does he want to come out of this summit?
Well, that's the puzzle we've been struggling with a bit, trying to think about what they actually would realistically hope to achieve. I mean, normally when the presidents get together, they'll issue a general set of statements, and I'm sure we'll get that, talking about where they want to go with the relationship, what are their priorities. But there's typically some other concrete outcome, an arms control treaty, an agreement on Syria, deconfliction, something on Ukraine maybe. But there's nothing really in the works as far as we can tell. So it's not clear what they're going to get other than exchange of statements, exchange of views.
What about Trump? He says he's going to bring this up. Some people feel like he's probably not going to press this issue that much, and he even said, "Oh, he's not going to." So, give me your sense. What do you think Trump wants to come out of this meeting with?
Well, again, that's what's a bit unclear is what concretely they hope to realize. I mean, from Putin's point of view, he gets a little prestige meeting with the president, but from Trump's point of view, he's probably thinking again maybe about some longer-term objectives, trying to bring Russia and the United States closer in the long term. But he must understand, at least for the short term, that the possibility of maneuvers is very small. You've got Congress, as we've seen in the reactions to the Mueller investigation, limiting what he can do in terms of repeal concessions. The allies would object if he tries to bring Russia back into the G8 to discuss. So beyond an exchange of views, I just don't see what they're going to concretely get in the near term. As
he sits down with Vladimir Putin, is NATO stronger or weaker after what happened in Brussels?
Well, on the surface, I mean, and it's natural we would gravitate. The divisions were clear. The disputes between President Trump and the allies over defense spending, the confrontations he had with some allied leaders. But behind the scenes, or at the same time, NATO is much stronger than it's been in even a couple of years ago since President Trump's office. We saw some really important initiatives strengthening the capacity of the alliance to intervene rapidly, new commitments in terms of what kind of possible future members, possible future activities. So the alliance itself, and I would say that's true with a lot of the President Trump's policies, the U.S. foreign policy, the capacity of the Pentagon, allies, is stronger, but it's basically not always evident in the surface because we tend to get fixated on the public disputes between the leaders.
Richard, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.